What up, YouTube family? I am DevanOnDeck, and once again, I'm here with another Instagram tips video for the content creators, photographers, artists, influencers, bloggers that want to work with big brands. If you're new to my channel, I'm an LA-based art director and digital marketing coach, and I've been working with brands I love for I'm gonna say about 5 years now. Sometimes I art direct and creative direct content that you guys never see on my personal Instagram page, but oftentimes it is on my platform. And if you know me, if you see my Instagram, I am the #1 source for innovative and stylish content. I'm a men's fashion guy who incorporates video, cinemagraphs, and all types of different effects to tell stories in the most effective way possible. And on this YouTube channel, I'm focused on giving you guys all the game possible to be successful in the digital space. Now, I'm gonna give you the things that I learned to help me work with brands like Christian Louboutin, Cartier, Vince, Levi's, Uniqlo, G-Star, Reebok, Puma, Great Brand, Paul Smith. The list goes on and on, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Right now, we're talking about how to make you a better communicator and to approach brands in the right way. All right, so the first tip on this list is to prove your concepts. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Proof of concept is the #1 way to get your ideas funded, your projects approved, your collaborations agreed upon. You want to do that, then you have to prove it. And the way you can do this is to work with smaller brands. Maybe a brand that is up and coming, that is akin or makes things like the big brand you want to work with, all right? So a lot of my work early on was with this brand called Jim Ricky Handmade Sneakers. I worked with them for years before I ever had any deals with Great Brand, Puma, Reebok, etc. And we just had a relationship going where I would just post stuff, create content for trade of shoes. That was my start, right? Before any coin was delivered. And I would create content, they were reposted. It was a good time. And I'll get to how that started. I'll get to that part in a minute. But right now, I'm telling you about just a proof of concept, a smaller thing to show other companies or bigger companies that you can handle that you have a unique perspective and you can actually add value, okay? And while we're on this subject of getting started and doing stuff for free, you gotta know where to draw the line. Now, I'm all about collaborating, I'm all about hustling, I'm all about starting where you can, doing what you can do, getting it how you live. However, you gotta have a stopping point. You gotta have a line you draw in the sand. A good rule of thumb that I use is that if I'm doing work for a brand or a company pro bono or for free, for a relationship or whatever the case may be, I draw the line at if it's taking food off the table for me. If it's time that you should be using or that you usually use to actually feed yourself, you gotta stop it right there. If it's distracting you from handling the minimal things you need to handle in your life, then it's a problem. So make sure it's side work and it stays side work, okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, last and most importantly is come correct. This one's gonna be a little bit long, but you wanna stick to the end. This is not only what to do, but I'm giving you how to do it, all right? This is how I reached out to brands. This is the key. This is the one you want, okay? So here we go. First and foremost, understand this. You are reaching out to a person, okay? If you're doing brand outreach, okay? These are people, all right? And they can sniff fakery or fugazery a mile away. When you reach out, make sure it's actually a brand that you really do like, that you're actually a fan of, that you understand some of the culture and what the brand's about, because that can be sniffed out quickly. 2, make sure you reach out to the right person. You try to get directly to the person you need to talk to, whether it's the social media manager, the community manager, marketing director, whoever it is you need to speak to, try to get to that person. Search for their email. It's a little bit of a process, but if you find the right person, man, way better than hitting the info at, or customer service at. That's not really gonna work. You wanna get the person, all right? And if not, you can also DM them as well. But the rule of thumb for DMing or reaching out in general is this, okay? You, then us. That's what I call it, okay? So the first thing you say is, hey, big fan of your brand, or whatever you wanna say, right? Give them a big compliment. You wanna gas them up. Second thing, gas them up again, but get specific. So say it is Myclo, headwear brand, okay? Hey, I love your hats. Second thing, your mission is awesome. I love how you give entrepreneurs money for every hat sold. I'm an entrepreneur myself, so I totally get it. And the third thing is us, right? What value are you gonna add to the person? So after you gas them up twice, gas them, then you wanna talk about y'all together and make a proposition to where they have the upside. Do not ask for anything. Tell them what you can give, okay? I love to create some content for free in exchange for blah. Or I'd love to have a conversation about some projects I have in mind, right? Leave the door open for further conversation. And that leads to another tip on this list, which is make sure you don't try to close on the first transaction. Please don't reach out and immediately try to grab for what you want. Always, okay? Try to take it a little slower, leave it open-ended, and see if they're even open to having the conversation in the first place. The best thing you can do is lead with your work. That concept I told you to do, the proof of concept, email that to them. Show them, hey, look at this project I did, specifically that applies to you. Check this out. And also here are my links to other relevant things to the fact that I want to work with you. If you make it specific to them, it shows you actually gave care and attention and love to that specific brand. I have a way longer video I could have made on this, but I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. But use these keys, apply them to your outreach, and I promise you it will soar, it will go higher if you follow the steps I gave you here, okay? So don't forget, you want to come correct, all right? Make sure you talk to them about what you can do for them. It'd be great to have a proof of concept to show them, and don't be afraid to work for free, but draw the line at a certain place, okay? Those are your 3 things. Take them, run with them. If you missed my Keys for Content Creators video, that's probably like one of the best ones you can watch right now, because I talk about my entire story going from college dropout to working at Snapchat for 2 years, then leaving Snapchat and now thriving as an entrepreneur, right? I told you I'm working on the back end with brands, on the front end with brands. I have influence, I'm an influencer. I do a whole bunch of different things, but it all works for me, and I haven't had a job in over a year now. Okay, I'm working it. It works. I'm making it happen. So if you want to make it happen for yourself, I'm gonna have the video slide out right here. Go ahead and tap it. I'm also gonna put it below. It'll help you out. I got keys. I give you the whole story, everything I did, but it's the same stuff I'm talking about here, just proof of concept. All right. So hopefully this helped y'all out. If you enjoyed this video, give your dude a thumbs up. Any questions like specific to your situation, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer anything. You know, I answer the comments here. Feel free to answer somebody else's question too if you feel like you have some good insight. We're a community. You know, we're a small family here on the DevanOnDeck YouTube channel, and we're all here to support each other. So let's get down like that. You feel me? If you haven't subbed to my channel yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you do. I appreciate your time as always, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.